Namaste. It's Reverend Sharon, and I want you to know that we are one in love, one in spirit, one in truth, and one in God. Last Saturday, I had an appointment and left my house with more than enough time to arrive early at my destination. Somehow, despite using a GPS, I got lost and ended up being late. To make matters even worse, on my way home afterwards, I still got lost using the GPS again. Talking with a friend from New York a couple of days later, frustrated and ranting about getting around Atlanta and getting lost, he said to me, Sharon, how the heck are you still getting lost using a GPS? I could only say, I don't know. I don't have a clue. That question lingered in my mind for a couple of days. How was I always getting lost using a GPS? Then on Wednesday, after my meditation, I realized the answer. I was getting lost because I didn't trust the GPS. Immediately, I saw the similarity in trusting my GPS and trusting God. Now, you're probably saying, Reverend Sharon, why don't you trust your GPS? Okay, I'm going to be honest here. There's something about relying on the GPS that makes me feel as if I'm not in control. I have to wait for it to tell me when to turn, which way to turn, and where to go. It somehow makes me feel as if I'm not in control of how I'm getting to where I want to go. I know it sounds crazy, right? Many of us have the same belief that we are in control or that we can control something. We believe that we're in control of our lives, that we can control the situations, the persons, and the circumstances that happen to us. We don't always want to let God be in control. But the truth is, the only thing that we can control is ourselves. We can control our thoughts, the words we speak, our actions and reactions, and our habits and behavior. As much as we want to, we cannot control the circumstances, people, and situations in our lives. And for many of us, that's uncomfortable. We feel like we should be directing our lives instead of going with the flow and knowing that there is nothing to control or direct because we are always in God's divine order and all is well. The next reason I don't trust my GPS is that I have to follow the direction of the GPS step by step. I have to turn right when she says to turn right, take the exit when she tells me to take the exit, stay in the right lane because she tells me to do that. Following her step by step directions, I'm unable to see or to hear the entire trip. I am completely relying on her to tell me where to go next. It's no different with us. We don't always want to rely solely on God. We somehow think we can rely on God and ourselves. We are oftentimes reluctant to follow the guidance of spirit and allow the step by step direction of God's divine order to unfold. We want to follow our own direction even when we don't know what we're doing, how to do it, when to do it, or who to do it with. We don't always want to allow things to unfold in divine order. We want to see and know the whole plan up front. We don't want it revealed to us piecemeal or to go step by step. Using the GPS also means that I'm following the guidance of the GPS and not relying on my own sense of direction. And for me, I'm not always comfortable trusting the commands of this unseen voice, especially since I've seen instances where the GPS has taken drivers off course or led them to the wrong location. We sometimes feel that we know best how things should be in our lives. And when they're not going the way that we want or believe that they should be, we are certain that our lives are off course and there must be another path or direction for us to take. And so instead of relying on and holding on to our faith and trusting in divine order, we take matters into our own hands. And it is then that we actually take our lives off course. The reason I use a GPS is so that it can direct me from one destination to another. But directing me is the very thing that I seem to be having an issue allowing the GPS to do. The fact that someone who doesn't know where they're going, much less how to get there, won't trust the guidance of the GPS system to take them to their destination doesn't make any more sense than us not allowing God to guide, direct, reveal, and show us what we need to do, when we need to do it, every step of the way. Living Truth family, while I may never learn to completely trust and rely on the guidance and direction of a GPS, I have no problem relying on the guidance and direction of spirit. I recognize and understand that of myself, I don't know anything, and to always go to spirit, that all-knowing, infinite intelligence, our internal GPS system that we're always connected to. There is never a lost signal with spirit. Weather conditions, weak tower signals, or some outside block cannot keep you from connecting with God. Only your failure to be still, turn within, can prevent you from receiving the guidance, direction, and assistance that you need. The connection to spirit is always on and it's always working. You can connect with spirit no matter where you are, no matter what else is going on, no matter who else is present. You don't need any special equipment, and there's nothing for you to do except to be still. Tune out the outer and turn within to the still small voice of God. And spirit is quietly waiting for you to make the connection and receive your direction. There's a quote which says, "You are never truly lost. You are always right where you are." We can never be lost with God. We may sometimes feel as if we are lost and can't find our way, but everything, no matter what it looks like, no matter what it feels like, is always in divine order, and it's always happening for our highest and greatest good. When we know that beyond the shadow of a doubt, then we can trust God, our inner GPS system, to always guide and direct our way. So our affirmation, I'm going to say it once and ask you to say it with me 3 times. I trust and rely on spirit to guide and direct my every step. Please say that with me. I trust and rely on spirit to guide and direct my every step. I trust and rely on spirit to guide and direct my every step. And one last time, I trust and rely on spirit to guide and direct my every step. Let us be still and turn within, knowing that there is only one presence, one power, and one mind. And we call it God, Spirit, Divine Intelligence, All, Source. We know that when we trust and rely on Spirit to guide and direct us, everything that concerns us will always be in divine order. We don't have to worry about when our good will show up, because it will always show up right on time. Sometimes we may feel like we're lost, on the wrong path, or heading in the wrong direction. Or maybe it seems like the manifestation of our good is delayed because we feel like we're ready and we want it right now. But delay does not mean denied. It just means there's more work for us to do, more being quiet and waiting on Spirit to show us what else we need to do, more accepting and allowing our good to express in, through, and as us, more trusting, affirming, and declaring that our good is already here, and right now. So I speak these words of affirmation and truth for everyone in the universe seeking their good. And I know that these words shall not return unto me void. And I willingly and joyfully release them to the universe in complete trust and faith, knowing that it is already done. And I say, and so it is. Living Truth family and friends, trusting Spirit is like trusting the GPS system. When you turn it on and tell it where you're going, it shows you the path you need to take to get there. And it takes you there one step at a time. All you have to do is turn within and connect to Spirit. And when you do, your internal GPS system will always take you exactly where you need to go, exactly when you need to be there. Have a beautiful day, peace, and abundant blessings. If you like this content and you enjoy our messages, please like, share, and subscribe. We'd love to have you join our community.